Warning, viewer discretion is advised. The show you're about to watch is the greatest podcast on earth and will almost definitely contain words used within conversations that you and or people you may or may not know have never heard before. Buckle up for a ride to the wild and wonderful weird wonky world of AVIT as Boyo and Dainton dip into questionable advice on nutrition, body modding life hacks, pasty sandwiches, death rituals, mind-bending microwave meals, ancient traditions of mental monks and animals who are fighting back in episode 7 of the AVIT Podcast. Side effects may include uncontrollable laughter, involuntary bouts of Tourette's, and a feeling of inner warmth which can be identified as positivity in the soul, along with a side salad sensation of community and connection. If you're easily offended by words that are available in every dictionary which have been arranged in different orders and combinations to form sentences, you can sellotape your own thumbs to your cheeks and clap your face until the show is finished. Alternatively, you could smile at yourself looking into a puddle and grow a sense of humour. Don't forget to like, subscribe and follow the AVIT Podcast on all social media platforms for maximum effect. AVIT! Back again. There it is. AVIT Podcast, at AVIT Podcast on all the socials. Myself, Boyo, my trusty co-host, Dainton Lee, at Boyo on the socials, at Dainton_Lee. Had to get it out. It's like a Tourette's glitch. Do you know what I mean? Saying, I sent you a video last night, didn't I?
That guy's fucking creative genius.
Absolute genius. I must have watched that video like 3-4 times on the head.
You know when like I first saw the Tourette video, like when
the documentary.
Yeah, when I first was aware of Tourette's.
Yeah.
Back then I laughed, right? But now I know about Tourette's, I'm like, fuck me, right? Because
it's serious.
When you're blind to it, you're like, well, that's funny, isn't it? The guy's just fucking saying fuck you and stuff.
Just swearing and out of nowhere.
But the one you sent me last night, that guy's the guy with Tourette's. When he has the tics and he spits out, it's like he's spitting bars.
He's handling it quite well, though, isn't he?
Really well.
Because you see others that have Tourette's and they're just flying off the handle. But so to describe the video, this guy's cooking and they got him in the kitchen doing stuff and he's telling the eggs to go fuck themselves and all that. And he's saying, fuck the chicken, and just chucking it over his shoulder. He's chucking them on the ceiling and he's pouring fucking
flour on the cat.
He's pouring flour on the cat and calling him cat drug lord. And he's just giving it that. And as hilarious as it is a real thing.
If he didn't have the Tourette's and he was just doing that anyway, right, I would fucking still find it funny.
Well, yeah, he was really creative with it. It was funny perfect.
Yeah, it was
bro, he held a knife to his face. He had a knife to his face on one of them and he was going, Gillette, the best a man can get. And I was done, but I was cooked. But that guy's gone viral. I guess there's a lot of people out there that kind of still don't understand what Tourette's is. And so shouts out to him anyway, because he's bringing the awareness up in the world of any of that kind of stuff. So anybody got any tics or like Tourette's or whatever, let it run free and wild. If you're an avid watcher, or you're a fan of the show, or you're anybody that's just discovering us, thanks for pulling up. Thanks for checking us out. Give us a follow on all the socials at AVIT Podcast and all that, as we've said in the beginning. Thanks for the support. Check a comment down below. Yeah, if you've got like any sort of comment, Tourette's, stick it in there. Chuck an emoji in there. Do what you got to do, because it all helps the algorithm and the platform and help us be discovered on other things, because we're still very early in this process of what we're doing. So massively grateful. Let's get it out of the way so we can have some fun. Done all that.
It's not even fucking midday yet.
It's too early. It's really early. I tell you what, we get up and we work hard on this show.
Yeah.
That's what's been going on. Like we've been grafting on this little bitch, and we must have got you. We're doing the Richard and Judy, bro. We got you this morning at like 6 a.m. just to do this.
Setting up.
Yeah, set it up, done it all. We're doing it. Do you know what I mean? I've been blasting through teas. We need our own show mugs or stickers or something. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm coming in with like a Millets camping mug. Like I'm doing do you know what I mean? But in my defense, do you know normal China mugs? No heat retention. You lose straight away.
Tip you, if you don't fucking put a China teacup in the microwave with fucking gold fucking leaf on it or whatever. How many times you nuked your fingers?
I've never done, bro. You won't catch me pouring foil or anything, like that in the microwave.
On your head?
Check this out. You won't catch me using a microwave.
Fair enough.
The only time I've used a microwave, like in the past 10 years, is to mistakenly heat butter up to warm it. And like I said, you'll have a drink on your hands in no time.
Is it because it kind of feels nuclear to you? Like the energy of it, like it's turbo juicing it. Because listen, I don't like air fryers, but I'll use a microwave.
Oh, you go the other way?
Well, because the air fryer absolutely fucking blasts the fat, superheating the fat basically. Yeah.
Which is doing what? It's changing the way the fat is reacting or changing.
Well, you know, you don't need too many people to say it makes it cancerous to you before you're like, I don't think I'm going to eat that anymore in the air fryer. Right?
Fuck.
Yeah, but roasting carrots and shit like that and veg is it's plant matter, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's okay though, isn't it?
I'd think so.
Right.
But anyway, microwaves.
Got me spooked. I'm going to have to look that up now but for microwave...
Bro, listen, it's a fucking absolute Pandora's box of bullshit because, like, you can go, well, we're using a frying pan there, right? And it's got Teflon on it. You need to use a cast iron pan.
I've been down here, bro.
Exactly.
Like, I fucking...
But, like, then you live on a main street and then you open your front door and there's 60,000 cars outside chuffing fucking carbon dioxide for your letterbox. So, like,
and then someone's
how far do you want to go?
You sat in the doctors and someone's breathing fucking Lambert and Butler in your face. Like, it's all going on.
I know. Listen, for the record, my mother hasn't got a microwave either, right? Because she's been into that shit forever, like.
So I grew up in an area, well, everyone knows, in the valleys or whatever. Everyone's grown up somewhere. But I grew up with a microwave. My household was very American westernized. So we always had crates of Coke. Like, we didn't sort of, do you know what I mean? It was always like chocolate and pop and...
Crates of Coke?
Yeah.
Spoilt fuck.
Coca-Cola, exactly, right?
Fuck
like,
me.
There was only a certain point though, do you know what I mean? It was only at a certain... It wasn't like my whole life. We got to a point where I was just like, whoa, we're being spoiled. It's Christmas time. It's all happening or whatever. Chocolate pop, you know, and the microwave and the oven and all the rest of it. So the microwave to me growing up was normal. It was only when I learned, and I one of my good friends, I remember going to his house when I was a kid, and their microwave was always sort of buried in the corner of the kitchen, unplugged, and it was always just washing on top of it and stuff. And I was always thinking like...
Why is that like?
Yeah, I'm like, our microwave's like a feature in our kitchen. Like, we use it. Do you know what I mean? And they're just like, there's just unused. Just like, do you know what I mean? It's kicked in a corner. And so then I remember talking to him, not about the microwave, but everything my friend would do, he would do it in the oven. Like, even if he cooked a pasty. So for me, like a Peter's pasty, I'm just like, stick out of the microwave. It's a minute, if that. It's 40 seconds. You pull it out, it's hot, bro. But he would have it in he would have it in the oven. You'd have to allocate the time to put it like 30, 40 minutes in the oven.
Bro, I'll put beans in the fucking pan, like, rather than the microwave. Yeah.
I will now. But what I'm trying to say is I didn't know any better when I was a kid. So for me, I was going for speed, and I was just like, do you know what? Stick everything in the microwave.
Magic, innit? It's like, how is it doing that? There's nothing in it. How is it doing that? Is it like nuclear fucking...
Use my logic.
Whatever it is.
Use my logic. I started to skate and stuff, and I had no time for anything. I had no time to eat, so I started to take shortcuts, and I was like, do you know what I'm going to do? Drink a pint of whole fat milk, because it fills you up, and I just don't want to eat. I don't have to eat then. So I would just down that, and I'd go out skating. But then, so I got into like all these weird little trends where I thought I could take shortcuts to, do you know what I'm saying? To just like hacks, body hacks, basically.
I'd be fucking puking down the street skating after bolting a pint of fucking full fat milk.
Life hacks. Well,
but I do have full fat milk.
Well, I don't drink milk anymore. But what I'm saying is that I did that for a second, and then use something you're going to think is absolutely hanging. And don't judge me because I haven't done this for years, is that, you know, frozen pizzas. Like, I would take a frozen pizza, which has to be cooked in the oven, and I would take a full, like, 4 cheese Goodfellas frozen pizza, but you're my logic out. And then I would put it on a plate, I'd stick it in the microwave, I'd put it in there for 4.5 minutes instead of 35 minutes in the oven, because I didn't have time. I wanted to go out and get my shit on, go, do you know what I mean? Playing bands, go and do gigs, skate and stuff, hang out. Ping! Do that, pull it out. All right, the dough would just be soft and wet, but I was like, it's just cheese and dough. Do you know what I'm saying? You can eat it raw if you want. So then you can't slice it. So I would just sit there with a knife and fork and cut it up and just wham it, bro. So it's like eating a cheesy donut, basically, right? Hot, wet, cheese donut. I used to do that all the time.
I mean, when I used to work for the council, right, as a chippy carpenter, right, I would have a really good an hour for dinner. They'd send me home, right? I'd nip home.
Solid hour.
But I'd be really quick. I want to make my dinner really quick so I could eat it, lie on the settee and just fucking go to sleep for half hour. Right?
I would not like.
Fucking right. So I'd get that pizza in the microwave. Yeah. Then I'd like those mini pizzas in between 2 pieces of bread.
Woo! Pizza sandwich.
Pizza sandwich.
We're talking about dirt. This is dirt.
I think it's when I first started getting a little bit fucking chunky, like, do you know what I mean?
Chunking it out, like.
Yeah, I love that shit though. I love that shit.
It's good and it's dirty. A pasty sandwich is also on the same layer of that. I've had a pasty sandwich.
Pasty sandwich, pizza sandwich.
You're buttering it, pizza. Yeah. So those dirty habits that I grew up with that I didn't realize was wrong, because it's not that they're wrong, it's that I was using logic. Because if I had to cook meat I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, oh, put that in the oven because it's pepperoni, but it's all pre-cooked shit anyway. And it's just fucking cheese and dough. So I slung it in, done it. I used to do that on a regular basis. And I remember like some of my friends would come to my house and I'd be like, I just got to sort some food out in there. Whoosh, bing, wap, 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 wap. And they'd be like, look at me, be like, what the fuck's going on? But then I remember my friend's father, who I was talking about, they would call it the nuka. And they were like, oh, stick it in the nuka. So it's just observations that I would catch, do you know what I mean? And I'm like, the nuka? Do you know what I'm saying? It is actually, what is the microwave doing? Like, this can't be any good or whatever. And then I learned that, like, do you know if you put vegetables in the microwave, it takes like every bit of nutrient out of it. It just zaps it all. So you're just eating blank mash. You're just eating fucking bricks, bro. You're just eating Lego bricks, basically. So I'm like, right, don't do that, because it's why we're eating the vegetables in the first place. We need the nutrients, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's what food's for. So logic started to prevail, and then, yeah, so I don't use the microwave for anything. I've gone the total other way now. Like you said, with Teflon on pans and, like...
How far do you want to go with all of it? Because, like...
Well, how much do you care about your health?
Well, enough to, like, really want a fucking allotment and just eat the food I've fucking grown.
Perfect. How much do you care about your health? That's all I was saying, is that I didn't care about my health for a long time. Then when stuff started to affect me... started to affect my stomach. I was having stomach pains and headaches. And then I needed to know why.
Yeah, but like, listen, what was you putting in your body?
Well...
drugs?
Quite honestly, well, yeah, but no.
Drugs, Coca-Cola?
Well, I cleaned... Yeah, stop that.
Yeah.
Stop the fizzy drinks, stop the nonsense, because
fuck the fizz
I read
off.
about aspartame. I read about all these things that they put into the back end. And then when I really looked at it, I was like, it is like black oil, mind. Like, look at the colour of it. When you step out of it, you're just like, is this a drink? Like, because drinks, really? I'm like, that colour. You can just clean money with them. People use it as drain cleaner. And if you watch what it does to a drain, bro, it's fucking...
clean your necklace, do all sorts of shit with it, can't
So
you?
imagine what that's doing to the inside of your body. And, you know, this is... I'm not saying anything to anyone who's dedicated to Coca-Cola or anybody else who wants to drink any fizzy drinks. I'm just saying, for me, they can fuck right off, because I didn't understand what it was really doing until I understood. Stop all that. Same with meat, because it's not about I got anything against meat. It's just I realized that they were drugging it.
Well, it's the same as like buying weed, right? And then like the growers smashing growth into it to get it to grow quick, right?
Totally, it's chemicals.
Same with a cow, isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
What are you feeding it?
Totally. They're growth hormones, they're putting all this stuff. So even if you're living the cleanest version of your life you can, whatever you're consuming, if it's got growth hormones in, or it's got all these kind of fucking drugs, you're eating and consuming now then, and then it's going through.
When you go down that rabbit hole of like...
It's not easy, yeah.
I've done it because like, I got to a point and I thought, I think I might die if I continue going down this route with like the partying and like the eating and like all the shit I was doing. I was like shitting blood, like fucking doubled over, stomach cramps, you name it.
Yeah.
All from like overindulgence. I went down the fasting route, and then the raw diet route.
That'll fix you, mind. Fasting.
I literally over 12 years ago, I went on my first fast and a raw diet. I did a juice fast for 30 days, and then I did a raw diet, right? And I like, when I say raw diet, I would just eat fruit, nothing cooked. I felt like I was fucking 21 again. I'd lost all my aches and pains, all the fucking shit burnt off me.
So it works. First-hand experience.
Felt fucking amazing.
It works.
Felt amazing.
Like, I'm a fucking lazy Westerner because I was brought up in it, like we all are, and I'm not calling anyone else over. I'm just speaking for myself. But when I think about it, like, I don't think I've got the courage to just go totally raw, because of convenience, because convenience just kills us off, doesn't it? Like, convenience is what...
It is, but you can always get nuts and bananas in a fucking, in a corner shop, right?
100%, bro.
And a bottle of water.
Good shout.
So, like, if you're stuck and you're fucked, you can always get a packet of nuts, right? And a banana or something.
Yeah, shove it up your ass.
Or the banana or the peanuts.
Fucking whatever, chuck it all up there. Don't chuck none of it up there. Eat there. He's saying, that's good advice. That's great advice. If you're stuck to fuck, is what you said, which I love. Whip to the corner shop, banana, packet of nuts, bottle of water.
Comes down to addiction. Listen, is this podcast going down a semi-serious fucking...
I hope not, for our sake, because I love having a laugh.
I'm here, right?
You're going to catch me being serious, bro.
First of all, right, I want to... Who is this podcast for, right? And I'm just saying this. For me, right, I'm here to have a fucking break from the inside of my fucking head, to have a laugh and just chat about... It's like an hour a week, right? 2 hours a week where I get to like tune out the serious part of my head, which I'm trying to fucking escape from. Right?
Well, this is also, it's like a professional excuse / reason for us to get together and hang out legit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we could actually hang out and have a laugh and stuff. And then no one's going to be like, what are you doing? Just sat in coffee shops laughing about the world.
Yeah.
This way, yeah, we're doing it professionally now, on paper, in inverted commas, and all that.
We're talking about food and nutrition and looking after yourself. It's all about balance. So, like, it's okay to smash a few wrestlers every now and again.
100%. We've just had Christmas, and I stopped eating chocolate, right? And it's just like, I mean, you can look at it like this. Oh, that's boring, isn't it? What do you do for fun? And it's not about that. Again, It's about, for me, it's about flexing my willpower. It's a personal thing. It's not a flex, even though I am saying it on the show. It's not about me telling people and adopting it as a part of my personality. It's like something that I'm like, what does this do? And as soon as I learn something, I can't unlearn it. And I fucking love learning. I absolutely adore it. Like, it's class. As soon as I learn something, I'm like, that's unbelievable.
So, like...
It's like a tool.
Right, so basically you must have learned something in a short period of time about your health and your diet. You must have like fully researched it, because I remember you was in the guns, right? And you were a fucking bigger guy, yeah?
Oh yeah, Elvis the fat years, bro.
He
looks like a different person.
He was a bigger guy, right? Not like there was nothing wrong with you, but you were bigger. I'm saying you were a bigger guy, right?
Chunk Mahone, yeah, just coming in.
And then you just went like, you stripped all that off.
Yeah, for me, it was booze and meat and attitude. To be completely honest, if I think about it, like we said it on one of the other shows, maybe it might have been one of the episodes, like one of the previous episodes, definitely, when I was making that second album, Fuck the Demon Out of Me, that whole process was happening to me, and I stripped it. Do you know what I mean? I looked at myself and stripped myself, but it's an attitude thing. It is of who you are, really. Finding yourself in a different way then.
How do you feel?
A million times better. I actually feel like a different person.
Yeah.
Because I think I am.
Cognitively as well, though?
100%.
Yeah.
I feel like you don't realize it when you're in the maze. Like we were saying the other day,
you can't see it when you're in the maze.
You can't, because all you can see are the walls and the direction you're going in. But when you're in the maze, you're actually being guided. So the things that you want to, if you want to call them vices, if you want to call them like fun things you do in life, like the choices you think you're making, you aren't actually making them. You're being like, so do you know, like we're talking about drugs, caffeine, alcohol, social pressures, like who you think, all these kind of things, like tip, tap, tip, 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 turn left, turn right, turn left, like it's Friday night, I gotta go out in the pit, I gotta do it, I've gotta, all this kind of stuff is tip tapping you and directing you in life, when really you're not driving. Like you're not driving a thing. So I feel a bit laggy. I need something. I know I'll have 7 cups of coffee. That'll pep me up. I'm crashing. I need something to lift me. Let me have 16 Red Bulls. So really, on a micro scale, you're not in control of what you're doing, even though your willpower can be alive. You can be successful, high flying, but is your internal body glowing? Is it thinking you're happy? Is it working for you? Is it?
Well, you're just bombarded by TV as a kid from a young age, and you see like fucking all the advertising switches you into it, and then you get hooked on all the fucking fatty acid, all the bad fatty acids.
Totally.
And shit.
And it does taste good. It just tastes. They know what they're doing, bro.
It's simple, though, isn't
They're
it?
selling stuff to us, and it tastes so good.
They have to make cartoons to sell fucking food to kids. When you really, it's this simple, right? It is this simple. Does it grow out the ground or off a tree, or is it whole?
Perfect.
Is it fucking whole, right? And if it's not whole and it's been processed, have a little think about it.
Read the back.
It's fucking easy. Yeah, don't even read the back, because just buy something in the fucking fruit and veg aisle. It's easy.
Check this out.
That's all you gotta do.
Check this out. I forgot to mention. I've got an app called Yuka, right? Yuka, right? There it is with a little carrot on by my finger. Mm-hmm. So that app, right? Perfect. I'm walking around the supermarket, because here's the other thing, right? For anyone out there watching, listening, thinking, yeah, all right.
Fuck off.
Yeah, all right. No. Yeah, all right. You pair of twats. You're out there blowing your fucking trumpet. You self-righteous bastards. Have a carrot out of the ground. He got a Mars bar in his hand.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Moderation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. I was on the phone to him last night. He's eating chocolate.
Bro, I give up drinking. I give up caffeine. I give up tons of shit.
Who am I to judge? You do what you want, mate, yeah?
I'll eat an apple later.
Got nothing to do with me. All right, yeah. Where's you from? Monsanto?
Give up sugar, did you?
Listen. No, I didn't, because Raffaello's had an hammer in over Christmas. There was a box of Raffaello's there, and I fucking dirt boxed them all. I just smashed them all.
They're good.
You've got to get them away from me, bro. They're the brother to Ferrero Rocher, aren't they?
They're great.
They're the white coconut brother to the Ferrero Rocher, whatever's
banging.
Fucking hell. Look, we're doing it. All I'm going to say is, if you're out there and you're thinking, I haven't got time to fucking sit there reading the backs of packets with miniature writing, work out what this chemical is, start Googling chemical names and all that. I didn't have the time either. I watched a couple of documentaries and then it led me to other stuff because I'm an obsessive. In culture, in art, music, anything you give me, I get obsessed. As soon as I'm into it, give me a book, bro. All of a sudden I'm obsessed with books. I'll read one book and I'm like, I'm fucking library man. I am library man. I'm going to go and buy all the books and read them. And I will. And then I'll be like, I'm not going to read all of them. I'll read some of them and then I'll leave. I don't react like a normal person when I'm into something. I go
hyper-focus into it.
Fucking go in, bro, right?
Yeah.
So I did that, like I said, with food, milk, their industry, what they were doing with cows. Then I found out about the meat. Then I went down that road. So, all right, if you haven't got time, my point is I'm trying to make, I am waffling, walking around the houses. There's an app called Yuka, which you should check out as well. So when you're in the supermarket and you're like, can I eat this? And I don't know the chemicals on the back. What the fuck is this?
Bro, I don't do that. I just buy whole fucking food. I don't have to look at a packet.
No, I know you do. And you've said that. You've made your fucking point after you just ate a Mars bar, right? You just said it.
They said it. A Mars a day helps you work, rest, and fucking, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the advert tagline. And then the woman's running on the train.
Yeah.
Little do they know, they fucking Jill Dandoed her after. Do you know what I mean? They caught her with a fucking eek, roof, blumph. Where's your Mars bar now? Like, all I'm saying is, right, never mind the advert to Mars. I'm trying to fucking plug the app because it helped me.
Got shares in it.
Because I hope so. They fucking should have after this because this is a hell of an advert for you. Yuka is an app. There's a little carrot on there. It's called Yuka. If you don't know what the fuck you're looking at, like I don't when I walk into supermarkets, because it's a minefield. Everything's yellow, red, blasting at you. You're trying to buy stuff. Tasty cheese.
You don't eat meat, do you?
No.
What about any? Are you not vegan or like?
I'm not vegan, no, because I'm not that.
No, but you're close to. You eat eggs and shit.
I like eggs and butter. But even if you eat meat, whatever you eat, right? It doesn't matter what you eat. This is more about time saving for education of like chemicals and writing, because they're out to trick us. They're out to just sell you shit and they're out to make money. I get that, and we need to eat and survive. And we do like the creature comforts and stuff, but it doesn't matter. Pull the app out, walk into the supermarket. If you're unsure about something and you're like, I do want to eat healthy, turn it round, get a barcode, pull the app out, scan the barcode. Within less than a second, you haven't even got to wait for it to search or load. It goes brink, because all the products are registered. It breaks it down and tells you exactly what's in there. So you don't have to read the back for a start. And then when you look at it and you see all the chemicals listed, you don't have to know what they are. You can just be like, effects of those chemicals. And then it'll just fucking tell you. It'll be like, in here, this is like, what do they call it? This is cancerous. This can be this can be that. It's not a scaremongering app. What it'll do immediately, I don't even go that far, is it gives you a rating, right? It gives you a rating out of 100. So you scan something, got something, I'll just show you now, bro. Got something on you with a barcode? Nothing? No. There's no barcode on a banana, is there? Whatever.
Hang on.
Those biscuits. Get those biscuits.
Hang on.
Got Maryland biscuits there, bro. Watch this now.
I just like to point out, there's the balance.
Yeah, the banana.
There's the balance.
All right, mate.
All right.
Watch this now, right? Let me just show you. Because this is what's up. Scan, right? If I scan that, whoop, it's got it. So look what it's done, right? Maryland cookies. See what it's done there?
Chocolate chip is giving you a...
It's pulled it up, right?
It's got 0 out of 100.
Right, 0 out of 100. Now, if you look at that.
Additives 8, saturates, sugar,
and
energy.
Then you can click each one of those subcategories and it'll break it down. So this giving us those Maryland cookies is 0 out of 100. And it's got a red dot on it, super simple. And it just says, the word bad.
Red flag.
Bad.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't eat them, right?
I had about 10 yesterday in about 2 minutes.
I had about 4 as well, right? In about 1 minute. So it's fucking, I'm just as bad. But what I'm saying is it says then additives contains risky additives. So what I'm saying is you can, as soon as you start getting the green dot, it's over 50. It'll give you a green dot, good, or moderate or whatever. You can kind of technologically shop them with this app, which is what I do.
I get it. Right. So in my fucking, you know, like we all have different ways of the way our heads work.
Yeah.
Right. So I look at that and I go, red flag, right? And I look at a banana, I go, good flag.
Green flag.
Greeny.
Yeah.
So like, I know when I'm shopping, I'm like, I can see the balance in my head because I'm like, I just have to eat whole fucking foods.
Yeah, but some people are like I'm not like, I understand that. But even when I'm like that, I go into a supermarket and a supermarket is modeled in a way where they're not fucking about. It's not just a room full of items and we gotta randomly go, like the order of it is all psychological. So the bread is at the back, do you know what I mean? The cold stuff's at the front. They know what they're doing. They've ordered it and they keep changing it to our psychology. They've adapted to our psychology, so it's the most sell.
It's like exit for the gift store, isn't it?
100% exit to the gift store. You've just done the fucking attraction. You've done it all. Theme park, museum, whatever it is. You get to the end and there it all is in buy format. I'm going to buy that, just see it. They got us, right?
So, right, we're in like 2025, right? We've been chatting about future. Let's see what this fucking space robot can say to us.
Come on in.
Basically, Maryland cookies, yeah? Basically, I want to know, like, if I'm going to eat them, are they any good for me? And, like, if I was wanted an alternative, what would you suggest to me? Because, like, I love Maryland cookies. I'd eat a lot of them in 10 minutes, but, like, I'm not quite sure if I should be eating them or I should eat a banana or something. Tell me, just give me some gen on it. What should I do?
Maryland cookies are tasty, but can be high in sugar and calories, so it's best to enjoy them in moderation. If you want a healthier alternative, fruits like bananas are a great choice. They can satisfy your sweet tooth while providing vitamins and fiber. If you love Maryland cookies, consider enjoying them as an occasional treat and balance them with healthier snacks.
And that,
you fucking prick. You pre-programmed that and brought a banana.
Fuck you, right? I've just told you the way my fucking head works. It's about fucking balance.
He's having a vape. You're having another illegal vape on the set, bro.
Bro, I'm 51. I got to be able to skate. I got to be able to I got to stay healthy.
Right, well, all I'm going to say now, right, is that she's still saying that you can have them in moderation.
And that's what I'm saying.
And that's fine. I'm a bit of an extremist. So when that flagged up a red dot within a second and said 0 out of 100 bad, it's like saying you failed the test. So do you know what I'll do? I'll just go and put them straight back on the shelf and scan something else. I'll scan it so my basket's fucking green. That's all I'm saying. Because you're bombarded by products. Yuka app, check it out. Go and try it. It's free. If you don't like it, just delete it.
Basically, we were going down the route of speed, weren't we?
That's why I use the app.
Yeah, so if you're going down the route of speed, you're like, fuck a microwave, because I know the microwave makes things quicker, but actually it's bad for you.
You want health and speed, productivity, save time.
All about balance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where's your fucking banana?
Look, I don't
Where's your banana?
I don't like bananas. You know.
Get the fuck out of here.
No. So do you know what I do?
Chuck one in a curry, it'll change your life.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never had a banana in a curry.
Chuck a banana in a curry is fucking sick.
What do you mean? You've got the curry. What do you mean? Chuck it in.
Put him in.
Skin off.
Yeah.
Break it down.
Skin off.
Are we slicing it up?
Not like little fucking, not like little nana slices when you put on a loaf on a piece of toast.
Are we blending it and mulching it and putting the juice in there?
No, just fucking break it up. Break the banana with your fucking bare fucking monkey hands and just chuck it in a curry. Yeah.
What will it do?
What are we saying?
What will it do?
Here we knew us in the loos.
Absolutely tons of recipes for banana curry, like.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Fuck off. Fuck that up off. Just speak to me. I'll tell
Never
you.
heard of it. Yeah. Where are you when I'm doing my shopping?
Bro, I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing when it comes to this shit. Let me fucking tell you.
Like, well, I'm me. Look at me, stabbing the air there and getting amped up over shopping. Never had a banana curry. If you had a banana curry, comment. Let us know what's happening. Because...
Bro, I want to know about Wamba.
Bro. Do you want to know about Wamba?
Yeah. Do you know about Wambas?
I know about Wambas, bro. Perfect, like, personally.
Come on, then.
Jesus Christ. So when
They're
I was a
fucking
kid,
lush, aren't they?
because I'm hyperactive, as you can probably tell, right? Like, Wambas probably one of the most synthetic things you could ever put in your mouth. It just looks like cartoon space food, right?
It's got like that cracky, like moon crackle shit in it, haven't it?
It's making my mouth water. Listen.
And your legs twitch.
When I was a kid, right? The other kids would know about my hyperactivity. When they learned about it, they would take me to the local video shop up the road or wherever, and they'd all chip in and buy me a luminous blue slush puppy.
They would all chip in.
They would chip in, bro. They would chip in, right, and buy me. Not that I needed it. I didn't even want it. They would just do it for a laugh because they would be like, what are we doing today? Let's go and buy Al a blue slush puppy and a wamba. Yeah? Blue slush puppy,
Both of them
wamba. Bro, it was like a fucking grandma base. I was gone. Like,
What was you doing?
It would do it now.
Was you running around screaming at the air?
Bro, all that. Like, you'd see just a menace. Just wouldn't behave. Didn't need to behave. Broke, complete. I'd have that, right? And it was like a matrix penetrator. I could just break out of the matrix because nothing was real. Like, I would slam out of it and no one could stop me. Like, complete Incredible Hulk, crossed with Linford Christie, on crack, just fucking blasting about.
Did the boys, like, put the wamba and the fucking, what was it, wamba and a blue
Wamba
slush?
and a blue slush puppy.
Did they put it in the middle of the playground and run behind and I'd be in the bunker? Watch.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah,
but they would just went to the video shop and they'd be like, you are. They get their sweets or whatever. And I'd be like, to the wamba. And I could just, bro, I can feel it now. You know, if I had a bite of a wamba, we'd be fucking, this show would be done. Like, we can't. And let me tell you now, ad-libs, there would just only be a show of ad-libs. There wouldn't be, you'd start to say something and I'd be like,
yeah, there's the interruption. There's like that fucking gunfire then, isn't it?
fuck me, bro. Like, it wouldn't.
But a wamba, right, for me, there was the Highland Toffee bar, wasn't it, for years? Yeah, remember the little Muko Highland Toffee bar?
Yeah, like slotting in.
Little tiny one?
Remember those slabs you had the ammo with? Bank?
Yeah. So like, yeah, so when I was a kid, it was the little fucking, the Highland Toffee bar. And then like, at the end of like, you know, being a kid, the wamba came in, but the wamba still ruled. I'd eat a wamba now.
Bro, you know who brought a wamba into this building? I would have PTSD reactions. I would be like looking at it like, and I'd be watching him eating it. And the curiosity would have me. You wouldn't catch me. You couldn't pay me to eat it. But what I'm saying is that if someone in me would just be like trying to talk to me in a fucking different language in the back of my head,
Winking at you.
Yeah, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. The blackjacks, fruit salads. Remember them?
Licorice and fruit salady, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Licorice can fuck off on the sly, but I will eat it now and then.
I don't like licorice at all.
I won't eat any sweets.
Bertie Bassett can fuck off.
Bertie
right?
Bassett was a dirty Bassett, wasn't he?
Right, Bertie Bassett. There was a trick because a Bertie Bassett sweet was like licorice in the middle, but it was covered in all these like little dotty fucking colourful things, right?
That's sugar.
And then you bite into it and you're like,
That's lies. Yeah, that's lies,
fuck?
bro.
I bit into a fucking weird turd, like, it's gross.
See that Barrett's Bertie Bassett all range?
I have nightmares of Bertie Bassett.
It is like a turd.
He give me nightmares. Bertie Bassett can fuck off.
I've never bitten a turd though, so I can't comment on that firsthand. But what I would imagine a turd to be like. It's
not happening.
No, listen, all sweets can fuck off. Like, say, I got friends that just eat sweets. Like, that's what they consider as, like, if it's luminous and it's in a packet, it's screaming at you. They're like, and in my head, like, I can't actually see it as food anymore. Like, I look at it and I'm like, that's not food. That's like eating toys.
Totally. When I was a kid, bro, right? Seriously, there was these sweets called Mojos, right? And there was 1p Mojos and there was 1/2p Mojos.
1/2p Mojos,
that's the length on this shit over here, right? Half fucking p Mojo. So I get 10p. I'm like, I'm having 20 fucking 1/2p Mojos, please.
I'm going for the bottom rung of what these guys are selling.
Because they would just last for ages. If I had, because obviously a Mojo, 1p Mojo was twice the size of a 1/2p one, right? But I would eat a fucking full 1p Mojo as quick as a 1/2p one. So in my head, psychology, I got more unwrapping the Mojo time,
more experience
through 20 1/2p Mojos,
chilling,
and 10 1p, even though it was still the same size and weight and like, you know, material of like the Mojo.
You're chilling, bro. You're saying all this now, and I'm picturing the textures and the smells and the experience of going into corner shops
in black and white,
like local ones. I didn't live in black and white, but I'm just having that experience of seeing of the smell of like wet look air gel, non-branded wet look air gel, like, because they just sold bollocks in shops, didn't they?
It looked tasty wet look air gel, didn't it?
Cock mags, blue wet look air gel, like fucking.
It wasn't. Mine was
golf balls.
Mine was an Italian sweet shop at the bottom of the street.
That sounds exquisite.
Yeah, and they had all their fucking proper sweet jars and shit. It was fucking.
That's lovely. the Candyman can, like on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
So we didn't have that. We had like a sun-drenched, they were like plastic tubs all in on a table by a window, like in the corner shop. They were all just in the plastic tubs that came in from the factory. They just ripped the lids off, left them all there, put bags on hangers so you can make your own pick and mix.
Yeah.
Golf balls, mug rub chews, whatever they are, little refreshers, all the nonsense. Cola bottles, cherry lips, covered in sugar, all that.
Fuck cherry lips. They rip your fucking fillings out.
They were wicked. They're wicked though,
Tastes
innit?
like fucking perfume.
What we've done here is we're starting to promote the thing that we are dead against. Have you noticed what's going on?
All about balance. I got a banana there, bro. Where's yours?
So, we're not doing it. I don't like bananas.
Sorry,
I'll
man.
eat an apple. But I won't even eat an apple. I'll have some apple juice. I will eat an apple.
But fucking apple. Yeah, but fuck apple juice.
No, why fuck apple juice?
Oh, real proper apple juice.
It's got to be 100% pressed, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You can't, because the other trick is there's rungs of juice in there. And when you look at the rungs of juice, you've got from concentrate.
Yeah.
And as soon as it says from concentrate, it means it's just from a fucking miscellaneous squash powder. It's just a squash powder. They tip water into me. Yes, apple juice. Sell us apple juice.
Just fucking, yeah.
Gotta be, which is why they put the dollar up on it. It's gotta be 100% pressed or whatever, not from concentrate.
Yeah. Is it whole? Did it grow off a tree? No, it's in a carton. Don't trust it.
Yeah. Well, that's where
it.
you're at.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm somewhere in the middle where I'm just trying to skirt through it and still have.
You're fucked. You think you're having AVIT, pure fucking pressed fucking coconut juice, right? And it's been pasteurized. They've burnt it. They've cooked it to make it last longer. And they've
true.
cooked the fucking good shit out of it.
It's true.
Go and get a fucking coconut.
Yeah,
Fuck.
but who's doing it? Are you doing it?
Yeah.
You're drinking coconut water clean out of the coconut.
Asda's, by me, went through a phase of getting proper coconuts in. And when people are like, fuck, I'll get it in the can. It's cheaper and it's easier to get it out the can. I'm
You're
like,
drilling a coconut and being like, can't wait for a glass of
yeah.
this.
Yeah, I had a fucking technique to get into the coconut. It was like, this is sick.
Get it to Walt out like fucking.
Bro.
I'm only saying that because I'm getting a little bit defensive because I've actually bought the Coco Loco and the coconut water that you get.
Pasteurised.
So it's no good.
Just
Put that in a bin.
Just drink water.
But the app told me it was all right. So the app's a liar.
It's pasteurised.
You're going to keep saying that, I know.
I am.
Tell us what about pasteurization then. Because that's why I didn't fuck with milk and all that. Raw milk is illegal. Do you know what?
I know, it's fucking stupid.
Clean
isn't it?
out of the tit of the fucking bovine, out of the cow. She illegal, bro.
Pasteurization is a process of heating liquids or food to specified temperatures for a set period of time to kill harmful bacteria without significantly changing the food state or nutritional value. All right.
Huh.
But just get it out of the fucking coconut, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't-
Well, it'll phone you, though, because...
Because it says, it kills harmful bacteria. Oh, wow. Well, fuck off. You're just saying...
They could just be saying that.
Scaremongering.
Scaremongering.
Yeah.
Yeah, scaremongering.
Why is it done? To make food safer to eat and extend its shelf life. There we go.
Extended shelf life is what I heard there. Dollar bill.
Yeah. And they pasteurize milk. So they heat they heat it up. It's fucking...
They stick loads of shit in milk, bro. That's why they can sell you 4 pints for like 99p. It's mental. Essentially, buy a cow, innit? But you know what, really, when you think about it? I don't think the cow wants to have his tits milked off either.
No, don't.
It doesn't want that, and it's not there to give us bottles of milk.
No mass production like that. No chance.
Here's the real reason I stopped drinking milk, though, was when I learnt the fact that milk is supposed to be for a calf,
Yeah.
the young, suckling on the teat of the mother, because that's the species. It's a cow or whatever, and the milk and the amount of nutrients that mother is producing is giving it through the tit to the kid, to the calf, to make it the size of that cow. So unless you want to be the size of a fucking cow, because we're not designed like a cow, we're way smaller, why are we drinking cow's milk? So on that logic, I'm like, we need to be buying breast milk over the counter. Do you know what I mean? We need to be drinking human tit milk from Asda's.
It's in moderation again, isn't it? Like, go for goat milk if you want to go down that. Raw goat milk is the one, isn't it?
But you're not a goat.
I know.
You are not a goat. As much as you try and be or whatever on Halloween, what I'm trying to say is, if you stick to the species you're from and you want to drink the fucking nutrient milk out of the tit that's supposed to be meant for the young to help it grow up to that size.
But bro, you have full fat butter. It's the same shit.
Yeah, no, I know. Hypocrisy. Walking around here in a fucking hypocrite suit. I know. I'm just live spitballing the logic of what's happening. Like, you know what I mean? Like the milk the milk from a cow is made for the calf and produced naturally for the calf to grow to the size of the cow.
I get it. It's like basically it's having steroids, isn't it?
Yeah, and we're taking something from a different species and being like, that's nice. We'll have a bit of that.
But bro, you eat eggs.
Yeah, but you ain't milking a cat, you? You're drinking fucking snake milk?
But it's like
getting the tits out of a snake and having a bit of that?
You're eating an egg out of a chicken, like a chicken egg.
It's a period of a chicken, isn't it?
Chicken period, yeah.
Yeah.
So, again, it's
We're
all
drawing
about,
lines in me, yeah.
Yeah, but it's all about balance, isn't it?
Well, you keep saying that, but it's just the pictures it gives me. Like, when I feel like I'm stealing off a species, in that logic, I kind of want to see the world in the abstract way. It's not even abstract. It's normal logic to be like, we need to have
I totally get
human breast milk on the shelf. If we're up for drinking milk, let's have it all.
No, Nanny's Bitty. Fuck that shit, bro.
Nanny's Bitty. That's the company.
Yeah.
Nanny's Bitty. Clean from the titty. It's got written underneath, do you know what I mean? 100% Nana milk.
And that's the power of marketing, right? Because if it was Nanny's Bitty straight from the titty, I'd be like, let's have some of that for a laugh.
Well, here we are. Yin and yang, bro.
Let's have some for a laugh.
It started as a laugh. But if they're selling Nanny's Bitty, clean from the titty, right? People buying it for a laugh. Other people are buying it because it's going to hit a certain age bracket. I always get Nanny's Bitty. It's like the Werther's Original of milk. They stay on the level. Do you know like supermodels? Would you be buying like supermodel tit milk then? And you'd be like, that's the highest grade you can get, bro. That's the Gucci of tit milk. I'm up for buying that. Do you know what I mean? Like fucking, I don't even know. It was just.
Come on, let's get out of this.
Well, let's start the show. This is only the start of the show. We do this every time. I wanted to say this. These monks, don't quote me on the location, is somewhere on the outskirts of Japan. And they fast, coming off the back of you fasting. They dig a hole in the ground. Sometimes they use a tomb. It's like a tomb. It's basically the concept of a tomb, right? And some of them lie down and stuff. But the one I saw, they were explaining, they make a hole in the ground. So they dig a tomb out. And it's like a size of a manhole, enough to fit a man in, sat down cross-legged. And they put like a tube in there. So like a bamboo tube. So he's sort of semi-protected. They sit the fucking boy in there. They go, wham, stick him in. He sat cross-legged. They put the lid on him and they leave him in there. They put the lid on him and they leave him in it to meditate. And he meditates and goes into this state where he basically is, it's almost like preparation for death, but without death itself. So they just literally wait and ascend to a different level because they're ready. They're not like, I'm getting old now. I might die of a knee injury. They're just like, hang on, it's time. I've progressed to the point. I'm off. I'll see you later, boys. And it's not even like, I love you. And it's just part of the deal.
But there's definitely something in it, right? Because like, so I fasted for 3 weeks and 2 days on just water, right? And I can tell you, when you fast, especially with a mind like mine, right, slows everything. It doesn't slow it down, but it...
Clarity?
Clarity. So like what you're saying about the monks, yeah, it's good for like not spirituality, but what is it? Ascension, yeah. And to get closer to like this higher place, I get that link because I've done it and it sorts loads and loads of shit out in your psyche, the way you are and shit.
Well, the benefits of fasting as well that's been noted is that any sort of ailments or illnesses, aches and pains, they just go away. Lots of people have documented that when they've, obviously it's a big trend now, intermittent fasting. So over here, Westerners are doing intermittent fasting and it works to a degree because we can still have a carvery and then a couple of days off or whatever. You shit it all out and you're just doing all that. But what I'm saying is that when people are practicing the intermittent fasting and fasting like you've done for longer periods of time, they're noticing that not only are they dropping unnecessary weight, this headaches are stopping, shit's just leaving them like that they don't need.
Because we eat too much and your blood gets full of shit and it can't deal with it. And it's just, your body just is overloaded, right? With too much sugar, too much shit, to everything you're eating. And what happens when you fast, your body's like, where's the fucking juice gone? Then it goes, when there's no like glucose in your blood, then it goes
starts to eat the bullshit.
Goes into your liver, cleans your liver out, cleans that out. And after that, then it starts sacrificing all the bad shit first. So all the bad cholesterol, all the shit in your fucking, it just sorts all your inflammation out.
She's a full MOT.
It's amazing for diabetes. If you can do 48 hours fasting, right, you're doing really, really, really well. What I'm saying is, you're going back to the monks, they fast and they ascend. I didn't ascend when I did it, and I can say this from experience. I'm not just saying I fucking read it on the internet or something. I've done multiple fucking mega long fasts.
But their ascension is what I'm saying is so extreme that it's not even just ascension mentally and spiritually.
They turn into fucking mummies.
It's from life into the other place.
Yeah.
So they go into that point. And here's the other thing, right? Is that it was really interesting to me because the way we celebrate life and death as Westerners over here is that we mourn, we're sad, we're really sad for the loss. But when you think about it, because we've all had it in our life and stuff with different things with like people and pets and whatever, and you think about it and you just kind of like, oh, I'm sad that I've lost someone or whatever that was close to me, like parents, whatever, anybody. And I thought about it myself, and I've gone, at times I've caught myself being like, is it selfish for me to be upset? It's not to purge the emotions and get it gone, but to want something back that is naturally gone away and taken its due course or whatever. I'm like, is that selfish for me to want something back because I need comfort? And like, am I not respecting the nature or the cycle of what the thing is? And I'm not really looking at it in the right.
So absolutely, because in some cultures, like people feel death way less. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. That's what's interesting about this documentary was that we would find it shocking. But when these monks ascend, they pull them out of the ground after X amount of time. Like the time can be different, right? So, but it's a long time. They pull them out and there's nothing wrong with them apart from the fact that the soul and the life is gone out of them. What I'm saying is the body isn't deteriorated. The bugs of an Adam, they eat and consume a certain mixture before they go in of tree sap and all that repels all the bugs and bacteria. Man. Imagine that. So they are literally like fortified, like mummified perfectly.
Are they doing it to the point they just die? Or do they?
Yeah, they're gone, bro.
So
that's what I'm saying. But they last for a long time, like in that space. They meditate to the point where they literally mummify themselves and they're gone. But the way they're looking at death and the way they handle it, they pull them out and they celebrate them. They don't just leave them in it. They pull them out. And then sometimes in the town, they put them on display. They put them in display boxes. And the only thing that deteriorates is the eyes. So the only thing that goes wonky is the eyes. So check this out. This is where it gets kind of funny. Is that they stick in fucking Ray-Bans on them. So they stick shades on them, bro.
Yeah.
They stick fucking shades on them. And they're just in glass boxes like that. So people can see them. That's some of the more presentable, we would deem respectable angles.
Yeah.
But the other ones, they pull them out. And they're all touching him. And they're passing him round and being like, hey, Johnny done it, man. He's fucking, whoa. They're carrying him round the town. Not even on a stretcher, just holding his arms, and they're going like that and carrying him. And you can see these mummified, and I'm like, that's fucking, you're doing it now. I was reacting like, whenever I watched the documentary, I was watching it going, whoosh, they're just handling bodies, mind. Like they're just walking around with corpses, like mummified corpses, and they're all, yay!
Well, listen, I've fucking bared witness to different types of like burials and shit,
right?
Like, in different parts of the world, right?
Different cultures and stuff.
Different cultures. And like I just said, some cultures...
Pull it out then, what have we got?
But you're saying they pass now. You know this, you're saying they're passing the fucking body around.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I told you when I was in India, they brought a guy down the street and it was his funeral, right? Celebration of life.
Yep.
Bring him down the street and they brought him right next to us. I'm like, is this part of the show? They're like, no. I'm like, well, what the fuck's going on? This guy... His family bring this guy down the street. They've got him up in the air. He's on top of this like, kind of like bed thing. And there's like a little hut next to us, a little concrete hut. They bring him all the way in, stick him on it. They burn him. They're all around it when he's burning. Right? And we're
full Star Wars burning.
So we had to, we couldn't start filming because we had to wait for this to happen. None of us knew this was going to happen. So I'm like, oh, this is fucked up. We're about to do this like Indian kind of like ritual with this opiate kind of drink. And then this guy's burning next to us. Bro, it was fucking... For me, right, again, I'm like, that's fucking far. Because the guy was... He was burning. One of the guys lit a fag off him. Right? Yeah. And he said his uncle liked a good smoke. Right?
Good sense of humour then.
He had a big dick as well. It fucking went whap down there.
You so fell?
That is the truth. But basically, it's far. Listen, this guy's like... melting away when he's burning, and all the fat's dripping off him, right? And there's a couple of stray dogs. They coming in, they're licking the fat up off the floor as he's melting.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, like beyond gnarly. And I thought I'd seen it all, right? I thought like that's just, and then after that, then they put him in the river, and they just
Float him down.
float him off down the river, right?
3 weeks later, you're enjoying a nice fucking bottle of Evian, being like, oh, that's nice. Bit of a tang to that.
Bro, people are fucking washing next to it and stuff. It's all over that's what they do.
Yeah.
And I thought that was far, right? But we're talking about people in this celebration of life. Sky burials.
Sky burials.
You know what sky burials is, don't you?
No.
Bro.
Enlighten us. Firing bodies out of a cannon into the sun.
Go on, give me a couple of ideas where you think sky burial is then.
Number one, I would go for that. I would stick the body in a cannon and fire it at the sun. Like, that's number one, right? Straight up. And I'd be like, away! And as the body's flying through the air, we all got to clap and sing his favourite song. You know what I mean? The other one is I'd take the body up in a plane and then drop it at a certain height.
Right, yeah.
I'd drop it at a certain height and I'd stick like a really big parachute on it so we could all see it for ages, do you know what I mean? And be like, there he is.
And celebrate his life.
Or a glider,
Sing some songs.
From a distance.
Toast some drinks.
Yeah.
Do some prayers.
Am I close?
Kind of.
Right.
Really close.
Right.
You'd be surprised how close that is.
I'm not going to guess anymore. Just
because the person who passes away,
yeah,
he does end up going back up into the sky. So basically, a sky burial is they get a guy, chuck him on the side in the rocks in the mountains, and then the sky goes like black. I know this because my mate climbed Everest, right, and he witnessed it himself. The sky goes black, and all these vultures come down. All the vultures come down, and they just eat the body.
Fuck.
Rip it apart.
He's gone back to nature. It's a cycle.
It's gone back to nature. There's a sky burial there, look.
He's Lion King in it. And that's them eating it.
The vultures come down, eat, yeah. A cycle of life.
That's fair enough.
Cycle of life. So, like,
I can handle that more than just being in a room and then someone's lighting a fag off a body on fire. But I'm laughing now. Do you know what I mean? I if I come across it, I would be obviously up for it. But I wouldn't be queuing up to go in here. You wouldn't catch me queuing up like Oakwood Park to go in
It's
here.
always like, you know, there's the one I witnessed, there was a procession going on. It was a proper, you know.
Well, it's a funeral, essentially. It's their version, isn't it? Like
a proper funeral, but
I kind of like the idea of it being a celebration of sorts rather than...
It has to be a celebration of life.
Yeah, I understand what we do in Western culture with the church and everything else, and it's sort of, we pray and do the speaking and the different things, the eulogies, because really we're using our mourning energy to transmute or push on paper, technically the spirit up. We're hoping that he gets a good transition, he or she, they get a good transition to the next life or whatever. That's the basic premise of what's going on there, where you focus the energy in the church or where we all come together. But the same thing applies, even if it is a celebration. It doesn't have to be sadness. It can be happiness or whatever emotion it is. I think the more important thing is that it's focused, innit? Is that it's focused on the celebration, whichever way you put it, mourning or happiness, or whichever way you look at it, on the body, entity, thing that's passed.
On the passing, yeah.
On the passing itself. And then a celebration of that ensues. But with the monks, I find it really interesting. They're not only are they touching them, is that I find it amazing that how good they look. Like, it just looks like, it's weird. It looks like someone's made a sculpture of a man because everything's gone. And I think the tree sap, the mixture that they drink and all that, helps sort of like, it's like a varnish. Do you know what I mean? They're just like
it's like a fucking natural formaldehyde.
Yeah, totally, bro. 100%. And obviously they do the food. I guess it's like a funeral. It's like a celebration where people come and see and they walk them around and they're all laughing and cheering. But then they put them on display in glass boxes.
Because they're healthy people, but they've just chosen to die that way.
They've chose that.
To ascend that way.
Yeah, they haven't just died or whatever, gripped by a car or too many fags. Like, they're just in the mix and they're doing it.
That's why they invented TVs, bro.
That's for me.
That's why they invented TVs, because people got bored back in the day. I'm like, fuck this, I was just going to mummify myself.
Yeah, they're making games up and all that.
Fucking hell.
We've invented Twister. That's done. Like, we need something else now. Let's go a bit further. Let's go turbo on it.
It's like we were chatting about before. It's like in the UK, we put bells in back in the day in graves to make sure, like, if you're dead, you were dead.
We're a bunch of twats over here, aren't we? Like, we can't even meditate for like 10 minutes without a ringtone going off or a text message. Do you know what I mean? We're just like, yeah, that'll do. That'll be right for now, won't it? A couple of cars go past in a siren or whatever, and we're looking out the window, rubbernecking. You'd be like, no, Sean's got the ambulance at the house, man. Look at that down here. Like, we're having it. We can't mind our own business for 10 seconds, let alone go out of our way. So in Roman times, right, like, they used to use piss as mouthwash.
You should have fucking been a researcher on Dirty Sanchez.
Bro, they used to use piss as mouthwash, right? And it wasn't like a standardized thing.
I know what you're doing.
Honestly,
I'd be home like gargling piss later.
No. Well, what I'm saying, it wasn't like, how do I put this? The perspective of where it's coming from is that it wasn't like, well, that's what we do. It wasn't like, I shit in a toilet or I shit in a hole in the ground and bury it. It wasn't a thing that was done. It came about like our Botox and stuff's come about now. Shit, what do they call it in the piss?
Ammonia?
Ammonia. The ammonia in the piss would whiten their teeth, right? So they used it as a cosmetic treatment thing.
Eat a fucking apple.
Yeah, you can say that, but it's done. Is what I'm trying to say is it, and it turned into a massive trend in Roman times, right? Where
bring it back.
So hard was the trend that the local government or whatever in Rome was leaving piss pots around the city, so the local drunks and everyone would just piss in it. They would piss in the piss pots. Listen to this, bro. I know we've gone into piss again, but it's mental. And then people would, and check this out, so much so that they started taxing the piss.
Get out of here.
They started taxing the piss. Let me break it down, right? Let me break it down. Urine contains ammonia, a compound that acts as a natural cleaning agent, okay? Ammonia is highly effective in breaking down stains and killing bacteria, which is why jellyfish stings, all the rest of it, they say, oh, you piss on the wound, piss on the sting, all that. I'm sure you've done that.
Yeah, I could, listen, I could just keep interrupting you with all the things I've done with piss if you want.
We'll have a bit of that. We'll have a bit of that now. We'll have piss bounce off, right? So, yeah. Which stains killing bacteria, which made it a surprisingly effective ingredient for dental hygiene in a time before modern toothpaste or mouthwash. Ammonia as a cleaning agent. Urine was left to sit and ferment, during which urea, a compound in urine, right, would break down into ammonia. This ammonia had a whitening effect on the teeth and helped clean the mouth. So there's the science on the breakdown of what's happening with the liquid. It ain't just like, piss in my mouth. Yeah. It's to do with the fermentation of the urine, urea, going into all that. Cheap and readily available. The urine was easily accessible resource and widely used in various cleaning applications, including laundry and leather tanning. Tanning leather? Piss in your hand. All that. In ancient Rome, the use of urine in hygiene and cleaning wasn't considered strange. Urine was such a valuable resource that the emperor famously imposed a tax on urine collection from public urinals. So the collected urine was sold to industries and individuals for various cleaning and whitening purposes. So they were capitalizing on the piss. They were collecting piss from public toilets and all the rest of it. Bro, and they were taxing the piss and they were selling the piss.
This is fucking...
Imported urine. Interestingly, not all urine was considered equal. Check that, equal rights for piss, mind. Like Roman particularly prized Spanish urine for its strong ammonia content. So the Spanish had hardcore piss, bro. They were fucking...
Were they drinking loads of fucking... What were they doing? Diet-based, obviously.
Spanish urine was even bottled and exported across the Roman Empire to be used in personal hygiene and textile cleaning. Roman poet Catullus mocked certain individuals in his work for having their mouths cleaned and imported with imported Spanish urine. So he was out, spitting bars, just fucking... taking a piss out of everyone or whatever.
Well, don't forgive the pun, right? But I was just going to say, is that where taking a piss out of someone? Is that where that came from?
Taking a piss, it could be, bro. You're not worth the steam off my piss. Like, there's so many, because piss is like, we talk about piss now. We said piss so many times, it's mental. But like, it's waste. We see it as waste. They saw it as something to capitalize on and whiten your teeth. So if anyone's got any teeth whitening experience on piss or whatever, let us know what your teeth are.
The Romans invented some fucking mad shit, didn't they? They came up with some fucking weird and wonderful ways to like...
the side of history that I don't get to learn about because they always want to tell us about how many people died and what happened to you. It's the same thing as you were saying the other day about the predictions, and it's so negative. Like, I want to know some fucking mental stuff and I want to hear some positive stuff. And do you know what I mean? Like, and the different centuries. So learning, again, is an addiction of mine. And it's just like, I'm glad of it, really. And it's just going along with health and stuff. Some people will do stuff that's bad for their health, but good for their image.
Most people.
Cosmetics, right?
Yeah.
16th century, there was, let me remember this correctly now, that bloodletting was another thing. Mm-hmm. So bloodletting was massive in the 16th century. Mainly with women, because they wanted really white, pale complexions.
Oh, so they'd lose their blood to get low blood pressure.
So they would do bloodletting, yeah. So they would drain all the colour out of them and they would look booming. And then they would, well, they think they look booming. They would just be like, I'm white as fuck, let's fucking walk around like a ghost. But they would use leeches. They would stick the leeches behind their ear. So it became quite fashionable to see these little scars in certain places on women.
Love bites.
Where the leeches would be on them. They'd have one behind their ear. They'd have one on the back of their neck. They put them on their back. They put them on their arms.
That's an excuse for getting caught fucking shagging and having like loads of love bites in your neck. That's what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
But they were white. What I'm saying is they were fucking up for just whiting it out. So do you know, like, girls now or like women and people all across the fucking world are like into BBLs and having lip injections and doing... It's never stopped.
Bro, listen, have you heard of a vampire facial?
It's always... No, what's that?
A vampire facial.
Well, you just fucking...
Yeah.
Bust on their face in the middle of the night.
You get your blood.
Right.
You extract the blood via a needle, then you put it in this machine, it spins, it separates the plasma, take the plasma out, inject the plasma back into your face to fill the fucking, to fill the area.
So what benefit do you have out of that? What does it do?
So, like, if you've got, like, loads of lines and shit in your face or whatever, you want to fucking smooth your face out as a woman or whatever, a bloke,
It
whatever.
fills it in without the blood.
Well, it's better than having, like, salmon jizz in your face, isn't it? Because
Yeah,
I think in filler, it's like salmon, something to do with salmon fucking jizz or something.
Salmon jizz?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
So, like, they pull your blood out. What we got there?
Where do you get a vampire from, though? Yeah. She does look a bit vampy, doesn't she?
She looks like a fucking pepperami.
But it's the Kardashian look, what's going on there, isn't it?
That's what they've done.
And that's the trend within cosmetics and all that. Yeah. But I was going to say something then, and I can't remember what it was. It doesn't matter. The bloodletting still exists. So bloodletting, but it's not called bloodletting because the way that it's just leech treatment now. You just repackage it and do it. So women can have leech treatment done, like as like a Chinese medicine format or however they want to sell it to you. And they got leeches in jars. You can just go into any fucking, not any salon, but into places that offer these treatments. But you know what they do different now is they put the leeches all over your face or whatever they need to put them. But the shit that the leeches pull out.
Yep.
They then extract from the leech and rub it all over your face. They rub it all over your face.
So it's a vampire facial, basically.
Yeah, they rub it. Well, that's what just reminded me.
It is.
They take it all, but this is now in modern day. They rub it all over your face. So you just sat there with like sandy blood all over your face. And then you're like, oh, thanks, that was lovely.
But didn't they do that with the plague? Because if you had like some shit like going on back in the day, really ill and stuff, they would like put leeches in you and apparently you would draw out the badness. Yeah.
That's what leeches are used for medically, weren't they?
I've literally seen one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Come on, then.
Was in Cambodia and it involved leeches. It's not. I don't want to like it again. It's like
You dare.
No, because
people think this is fake. But what happens every single time he starts a story? Like, is he fucking? He's just like, I got a really good story. You heard it? Nah, I'm not gonna tell it.
I tell you what it is. I will never do it justice. Right? I will never do it justice.
But instead of it being lost in ether, no one ever knowing it, let's at least have it documented, even if it's a fucking shit version of the real thing.
It's on iTunes. It's on Get High on iTunes. On the Get High.
Right, plug. Go and buy that and you'll see it.
Sanchez Get High, iTunes, Cambodia, leeches.
Right. For anyone out there like me, I don't want to buy it. Tell me the story.
Basically, we put leeches on Pritch's dick, right? Right, put him on his dick.
Such a childish prick.
Put him on his dick, right? And so there's a bunch of leeches on. I can't remember what they were trying to do. So we put the leeches on, right?
Of course it did.
And we was down by the Mekong River, right?
Right.
And so we're down on this like little jetty type thing, and the leeches are going on his dick, and they're putting him on, and he's like, we're like, fuck me, and just like, what the fuck? That looks fucking mad. And he's holding his dick, and he's like, all right, get him off now. And They're trying to get him off and they can't get him off. He's like, fucking, get him off. And his dick's like, his blood coming out of his dick, right? And he starts like shouting. He's like, they're not coming off, right? So we're there laughing in hysterics, right? And this fucking boat pulls up on the jetty with like fucking a boat full of tourists. So we had to run up into up over the side, jumped in this van. They've got a fucking lighter on the leeches. They're fucking trying to burn them.
Off his dick?
Yeah, the leeches ain't coming off, right? Luckily, we had this guy with us. He's like full SAS, right?
Yeah.
He knew how to get him off. He come round, whapped him, got him off, right? But the mess of it and the blood everywhere.
Fuck that.
It was like sore with leeches.
What the fuck? Like, imagine being a tourist on that boat just coming around.
That was it.
You got your kids on holiday or whatever, and they're all taking photos, and you just like, look over there, and you just got a bloke, riding around in the river, tugging himself off with
Could not get him off, man.
I feel bad for the leeches. I feel like we should start a charity for leeches.
Well, like, I wouldn't step on an ant.
You know what I mean?
So I'm not going to just go whap and stamp on a leech. Do you know what I mean?
George, my reaction to stuff is terrible because I wouldn't either. But then just now, then, you know what I mean? I'm like, like such a naughty fucking boy mindset.
Yeah, it's like you wouldn't stamp on a spider, would you? You'd get him outside somehow. Well, unless you
might think I'm tapped, yeah, but I talk to him. So do you know if I see a spider about? Because when I was younger, my dad, when I was a kid, my dad would just you'd name him and call him Harry. He'd be like, where's Harry gone now?
We had a spider in ours.
Harry the spider, like.
Amy called him George.
Yeah. So where's George? So as soon as you do that and you familiarize this with, you humanize it, it's cool. Do you know what I mean? You don't look at it as like a danger, because they're not a danger really, unless it's the size of a manhole cover and it's fucking looking at you with fangs dripping, like, and then you're calling someone in or you're leaving the house.
Yeah.
If you're walking in, it's the size of there's a pit bull sized fucking spider in your house. You're just like, right, we gotta get out here, because I ain't even trying to fight that.
Like a bird eating spider in your living room, like.
There's a good weird news section. And we'll wrap up with this now, right? So I'll just do it quickly. Someone's brought out a mosh pit nappy.
What's a mosh pit nappy?
And they've sold out. So a mosh pit nappy is for adults that want to go to concerts that don't want to leave their position in the front row.
I'm going to buy some.
Mosh pit nappy. Good luck. They're sold out. Mosh pit nappy. So I'm scramming through these quick, right?
Love it.
Yeah. Locals have warned to lock doors as 40 monkeys escape lab. I love that. Because I love the ideas that 40 monkeys have all planned in the lab. They've just been like, it's fucking time. It's now. Carl, the monkey, he knows how to get the latch done, and he's been working it out for ages. He was going to do a run on his own, but he done it once, went into the fridge, ate the bloke sandwich, and went back in his cage and then locked himself in. So when the bloke came in, he was like, I swear to God, I had a sandwich in here. Carl's like, I don't know. Couple of crumbs on his cheek. He's like, what? But they've worked it out. They've all linked each other. Carl's jumped out of the cage, let everyone else out. It's time. It's the weekend. He's gone away. Yeah! They've all broke out of the lab, bro. 40 monkeys are running around in this place. So they've left a warning out, and just in a small US town, 40 monkeys escaped from a research facility after a fence malfunctioned. Yeah, get in there. Let them out. Local authorities warned residents to keep their doors and windows locked as the monkeys could potentially cause damage. A team of animal control experts, was brought in to safely recapture the primates. And then there's a malnourished emperor penguin found in Australia after a 2,000-mile journey, man, bro.
He did an ultra, didn't he? A fucking ultra journey.
Bro, 2,000 miles, emperor penguin. He went on a fucking mission and he ended up in Australia. He ended up in Australia, bro. An emperor penguin was found on a beach in Australia.
From Antarctica.
Far from from his Antarctic habitat. The bird was severely malnourished and dehydrated. He went for it, bro. He was just fucking go there, boosh, 6-pack, starving. Like super thin fucking gaunt penguin, like turned up. Fortunately, the good news is they're looking after him. They're feeding him up. He's on against us. Do you know what I mean? He's getting his fucking weight back up. He's packing it in. He's on the Curries and against us, and he's fucking ramming it. You got a Guinness going into him. He's putting it back on. So well done, bud. Emperor Penguin. Salute.
Love it.
Love that he's done it. Like, and I was just going to say that. I got another bunch of stuff, but I think we should save it for another time because I just had this little section of good news, and I kind of wanted to fight for the animals. I wanted like a breakout section where the animals were going to fucking take the world back, because we just do it to them, don't we? Like people are doing stuff to animals all the time, and I just thought
Just eating them.
I wanted some pieces where it told it from the animal side, where they were fighting back, do you know what I mean? So the penguin done the swim, the monkeys that broke up the lab. Like, I love all that, do you know what I mean? Because they're like, fucking, let's get him! And they're just taking charge of the world, so I love that. And with that, we should probably wrap. Thank you for joining us once again on the AVIT Podcast. Again, we probably didn't even get to start the show, but you've gone through the journey with us. We've been through fucking drinking piss in Rome. We've gone through everything, bro. Like, we've gone through lots. At AVIT Podcast on all the socials. Myself at Boyo World on all the socials. Dainton at Dainton_Lee on all his socials. You know what to do. Follow, subscribe, hit the like button, drop us a comment. Thanks for hanging in here with us. Keep watching. Keep turning turbo on everyone. And we're going to see you on another episode.